So good evening, happy Saturday. And tomorrow is Champions League final night. I will be doing a live watch along on the channel, so make sure you come and check that one out. I'm sure every man and his dog and cat will be doing a watch along tomorrow, but make sure you come and check my one out. Obviously, do subscribe, do stick a thumbs up on the video. Don't forget also, I am doing a Fantasy Premier League team. Top 10 places will get prizes. The top prize is 250 quid. Well done to the guy who won it last year. The prizes stagger all the way down to 10th place. If you want to be part of that, the link is in the description of this video. But there is criteria. You have to follow me on Flick and you have to follow me on HOTMIC if you want to qualify for the prizes. So make sure you go and get that done. Let's talk about a few players. Let's start off with Aubameyang. Let's start off with him. Obviously, he's been on his holidays, fresh off of the back of a brace in the cup final, where he ended Kurt Zuma's career, fresh off of the back of a brace before that in the cup semi-final as well. What a season Aubameyang has had. Finished with 29 goals in all competitions. Absolutely relentless. And this will be our biggest signing of the summer. It's only a matter of time, in my opinion, before this is announced. I do believe the deal is done, but he's been dropping subtle little hints, or not subtle little hints, really. He was on Troops' Instagram live the other night. They actually sorry, let me rephrase that. Troops was on Aubameyang's Instagram live, where they invited Troops on to be on it. And he was mimicking signing a contract, and he was having a little bit of banter saying London is red, etc., etc. I do personally believe this is done. I do think it will be announced next week, hopefully next week, because it has dragged on for quite a while now. But I am under the impression that it is done. I don't think he would have dropped all of these little hints here, there, and everywhere if it wasn't done. So fingers crossed that we can get that done next week. And, you know, it would be massive. I'd love to know your thoughts on whether you think it would be our biggest signing of the summer. Me personally, it's already the biggest signing of the summer, not just at Arsenal, but in the Premier League. I said I triggered somebody the other day. He was going, "Oh, Jadon Sancho would be." Really? This guy scored 29 goals last season. How are you comparing Sancho to Aubameyang? No disrespect. I love Sancho. I think he's a baller. This is the biggest signing of the summer. Let's move on to this guy, Gabriel. Only a matter of time again. And this is why I wanted to do this video. This deal is done. It's only a matter of time before we drop the announcement on .com. But what's next? Is it Aubameyang? Is Aubameyang going to be announced before Gabriel? Where do we go from here? What's our backline for next season saying? Are we going with Gabriel and Saliba? Are we going with a back three? Are we going with Gabriel, Saliba and David Luiz? What does this mean for Pablo Mari? Pablo Mari's a left-sided centre-back. So is Gabriel. So many good headaches to have now, because all of a sudden we've signed Saliba, we loaned him out and got him back now. We've signed this guy, it's just waiting to be announced. We've got Pablo Mari, who looked all right. I wouldn't say he was a well beater or anything in the performances I see, but he did get injured very quickly. But we've now got 3 decent centre backs, and that's something we haven't said at this football club for as long as I can remember. Genuinely can't remember the last time we had 3 good centre backs. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to cost us penalties and goals, etc., etc. I am just so happy I ain't got to look at these players again next season in centre back positions. Socrates is going to be gone. I think Callum Chambers will be gone. I think it's pretty clear Rob Holding has no future at this football club. So it's nice. It's actually nice. Maybe the process is replacing the centre backs. Who knows? But let's move on to this guy, still heavily linked with Arsenal this evening. I genuinely can't see it. I'm like Wenger, I didn't see it. I seriously can't see this guy signing for Arsenal. I think that this is beyond our reach, if I'm honest. And I think that he probably will end up at Manchester City. Kind of sad, but he is a fantastic footballer. Yes, he doesn't score that many goals. Yes, he doesn't get that many assists. It's what he does in midfield, his passing accuracy, his range of passes, his work rate. He's always busy. He sets the tempo of a game. Him in midfield would be absolute levels on what we've got in midfield, because our midfield is our worst part of our team. I've said it for 2 seasons now. We need to fix that midfield. And a war would be absolutely superb. Superb. And he would take us up a lot higher than we finished this season. So would this guy, Thomas Partey. Let's have a fucking party. But my man's on holiday in Marbella, and that's 5 minutes from me. Shall I go and shall I go on a scouting mission? Shall I track his plane? Shall I track his taxis, his Ubers? Shall I track what bar he's? Shall I stalk his? No, because I'm not a fucking weirdo. But Thomas Partey in midfield with a war, and maybe even Dani Ceballos, that would be a very, very good 3 in midfield. Add that to Saliba, add that to Marie, add that to Gabriel. We've obviously got Wifey at left back, Tierney. Stick the fashion model on the catwalks of Milan and put Maitland-Niles at right back. All of a sudden, we are looking like a team that can go places, a team that can rise from the realms of negativity and the realms of just being the banter club into actually being something. Maybe this is part of the process. Maybe Thomas Partey's part of the process. Maybe, just maybe, we're actually going to do something this season. But there is a still long way to go. We've still got to wait until the 5th of October to see exactly what signings we make. We've still got to try and get rid of players like these 2 clowns, Bellerin and Mustafi. We've still got to try and figure out whether Dani Ceballos is coming back. We've still got to figure out whether this guy is going, and what happens with this one. Where does he go? What about him? Where's he going? Maybe over there. That's it, Granite. Tell us again. You're going over there. And then the biggest fraud in world football, this guy. What happens to Mr. Missing this summer? So many questions left unanswered at the moment. But I'm really excited. I am genuinely excited. Just like that. I would say be excited. Well, right now, I am excited. Aubameyang's about to be announced. Gabriel's about to be announced. We've signed William. We're in for Partey. We're sniffing around the war. Dani Ceballos could return. Loads of players could be leaving. But I am kind of excited right now. But I've been excited before, and it's all come crashing down and burning around me. So let's not get too carried away. Let's just see what actually happens. But I'd love to know your thoughts and comments. Leave it in the comment section down below. And make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Over 41,000 have done that. Make sure if you want to be part of the fantasy team, if you want to get in the cash prizes, firstly, you have to finish in the top 10. Secondly, you have to follow me on Flick and on HOTMIC. Use my code. Links are in the description. All have a wonderful evening. I will be back again about 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. It's date night with the wife that run off and left me. She's left me. But apparently, I'm meeting her for a date night. So all have a wonderful evening, and get on the suave beer. Go and order yourself something. It's rather nice. Laters, peeps.